So I want to talk to you a little bit today about the things that you can do and the ways that you can protect yourself as a consumer when you're in the process of buying a vehicle from a dealership. Now, I'm going to start with a story that's going to lead into this a little bit. Now, the car that I have right now is a 2016 Honda. It's a very good friend of mine who had traded it into the dealership that he was working at. He got employee pricing and a blowout deal on a new vehicle. And so it just didn't make sense for him to hold on to it. The price difference just didn't make sense. And so he gave it up. It had a Bible of service records. It had no major concerns at all in the Carfax, very low kilometers. And not only that, it was the last year that they made a manual transmission for the top of the line Honda Accord. Can't ask for anything more for myself personally. It's a picture perfect vehicle for me. The challenge was I went to go interact with the dealership that I had actually bought the car that I had been trading in, my 2012 Honda, and I thought it was going to be very straightforward. I used to work at that store. I had reported to the sales manager. I'd been feeding them leads the last time that I'd been working at store, and the gentleman that had previously owned the vehicle was their acting service manager. So you would think that it'd be a very straightforward process. Hey, salesperson, I'm gonna make this real easy for you. I've worked in the business. I know how it all goes. I don't need you to even touch the car. I don't want you to change the windshield. I don't want you to change the oil. I don't even want you to clean the thing. I will literally take it as is. $22,900, or whatever it was listed at, we'll just say $22,900, and out the door, easy peasy. I'll make it so simple for you. Well, guess what? They sat across the table from me and they pushed a piece of paper across and they said, hey, great news, I worked on a fantastic deal for you. It's $22,900 and there's only a key protection, key warranty. There's only, there's 2 or 3 of the fees, I can't remember them off the top of my head, and I don't have the documentation because I didn't pay for them, but I said to them, what do you mean? That's crazy. What do you mean that those are mandatory? Well, these are required by all our vehicles, the anti-theft, the key warranty, all these kind of things. And no, they're not. You can't do that. And they looked at me and they thought I was crazy. As an AMVIC licensed dealer, a dealer or a salesperson that operates in the province of Alberta, there is a legislation that you have to abide by, and it is called all-in advertised pricing. Now, there's a lot of fine print that exists on many dealerships' websites, but if you see an advertised price, a listed price somewhere, or a price, let's say in an advert, in a paper, in the newspaper, in an advertisement, or really anywhere, there's 2 main things that you have to be aware of. 1, that vehicle has to exist and be available for sale when that ad was listed. And 2, is the price that is shown on there, you can only add a couple things. One of them is your tax, your GST. In Alberta, it's 5%. Your federal excise air conditioning tax, if it's a new vehicle, and your tire recycling fee, if it's a new vehicle, of course, and your AMVIC fee, which is like $10. So in a used vehicle, the only fees that you are required to pay, the only thing over and above the vehicle's listed price that you are required to pay by law is the AMVIC and your GST. And if you're dealing with a dealership or a salesperson that tells you a couple things like, no, that's the price plus these fees, and that's something that we do at our dealership, that might be a sign that that's not a dealership to work with. That might be a sign that your salesperson is not as up to date on the required operation of their own business as they probably should be. These are some of the fundamental rights that you have as a consumer purchasing a vehicle from a dealership in Alberta. These are a number of things that, as a salesperson, a previous car salesman, I am shocked that people aren't aware of these things. But it is all the more reason that I wanted to provide a service where I get to showcase to you just what is available to you as a consumer and what you have right to do, and also how you can work the system a little bit in your favor. I'm looking forward to sharing more tips and tricks like this with you, and I really hope that you stay along with me for the journey of finding all sorts of interesting ways that you can make your next car buying experience one to remember and not one to forget. I'm Austin with Fountain. Please do me a massive favor, because I have a very big content goal on this channel. Please drop a like. Give me a comment about the thing that maybe you learned about this video, or maybe a previous experience that you had, or heck, if you want to show me in the comments what you would love to see for your next video, I'll read every single one of them. Thank you very much for your time and your patience and for watching, and welcome to Fountain.